When introduced to the battlefield in 1939, the Kliment-Voroshilov 1 heavy tank, or KV-1, proved highly resistant to most anti-tank weapons with its considerable armor. Designed as a breakthrough tank with both heavy firepower and significant armor protection, more orders for the KV-1 were quickly placed after early trials in the Winter War, and by the time of the German invasion of the Soviet Union in Operation Barbarossa in 1941, approximately 500 KV-1 tanks were in active service. German Panzer III and Panzer IV tank crews quickly and unpleasantly discovered the formidable strength of the KV-1, establishing a fearsome reputation for the vehicle. It was practically impervious to the standard 37mm anti-tank guns Germany fielded. Save for the 8.8cm flat gun, the KV-1 was practically unstoppable against German forces when utilized properly. Unfortunately for the Soviets, that was not the case the majority of the time, as poor crew training, poor logistical support, and inept command meant that the KV-1 was deployed in small concentrations, easily terminated by better organized and better trained German units. Not only were many KV-1 tanks lost in battle against the advancing German army, but an impressed Wehrmacht chose in several instances to press captured KV-1 tanks into German service. Captured armor was known in German as Beutepanzer, or trophy tanks. In German service, these Beutepanzers were known by different designations depending on the model of KV-1 captured. Early models were designated PzKpfw KV-1A 753R, for instance, and later models were PzKpfw KV-1B 755R. There was at least one modified upgun variant of these Beutepanzers, designated PanzerPicture KV-1B 756R, or KV-1B mit Kampfwagenkanone 40, which allegedly saw action at Kursk. Unlike standard captured KV-1s, this Super KV-1 had oblique armor fitted to the nose and glacis plate, increasing maximal armor thickness to an astounding 200mm in certain areas. Sporting a 7.5cm Kampfwagenkanone 40 cannon L-43, the same gun used on Sturmgeschütz III tank destroyers, this Super KV-1 was well equipped to take on Soviet armor. To accommodate the new gun, likely a cannibalized part from a knocked-out Panzer IV Ausführung F2, the original Zavod imeni Stalina ZIS-5 gun was removed. The mantlet, however, was retained. Given the much longer recoil length of the Kampfwagenkanone 40, the turret would likely have become much more cramped. In spite of this, the tank-killing capabilities may have been well worth accommodating the reduced space. It is also likely that the stock DT machine guns were replaced by standard-issue MG-34 machine guns for ammunition availability purposes. In addition to armor and gun upgrades, some modifications were made to the turret of the Super KV-1, including a commander's cupola salvaged from a German Panzer III or IV, added towards the front right of the turret. An air filter was also added, likely salvaged from a T-34 tank. Besides the modifications, the specifications of the PzKpfw KV-1B 756R were most likely similar to standard KV-1 tanks, with a 600 horsepower Model V2 V12 diesel engine providing the 45-ton vehicle an operational range of 120 to 150 miles and a maximum speed of 22 miles per hour. A crew of 5 was responsible for operating this vehicle. It is believed that this known instance of the Super KV-1 would have fared admirably at Kursk, given its thick armor and powerful main weapon, though given the existence of Panzer V Panthers and Panzer VI Tiger tanks, its existence was largely redundant. Though likely an uncommon modification resulting from a culmination of spare parts and battlefield ingenuity, the Super KV-1 is one of the more interesting Beutepanzers, given the upgrades to an already formidable armored fighting vehicle.